Hello friends, very happy to connect with you all through this video again. The topic for today is asset allocation. So what we are going to see in this video is what is asset allocation, why asset allocation is important, and the benefits as an investor you will get by practicing asset allocation. I am Sundar from Canary Capital Solutions. So let's start the video. What is asset allocation? Asset allocation, as the name suggests, is investing across different asset classes. To name a few, investing in real estate, investing in gold, investing in mutual funds, equity, FDs, etc. So, investing across various different asset classes is called asset allocation. There is a very famous quote which says, "Don't put all your eggs in single basket," which is as simple as asset allocation. As we all know that this is very logical and very efficient way of investing, but in practice when it comes, actually we do something slightly different. The data what I am going to show clearly tells that though we understand asset allocation, but when we actually invest, it is actually not the way in which what we think. Out of the 100 rupees Indians have, about 70 rupees gets invested into real estate, about 10 rupees gets invested into gold, and the remaining 20 rupees gets invested across various asset classes. So this is the normal trend we see across various portfolios. And why it is important to allocate reasonably equal proportion is because if one of the asset classes does not perform, and especially if you are overweight on real estate, which is highly liquid, Indians have a peculiar problem of being asset rich and liquidity poor. So to avoid this, we should have some kind of a mechanism whereby we are not overweight on any single asset class. So that is very important. So that's the most important thing of practicing asset allocation. Now let's look at why asset allocation is important. Though asset allocation is very simple, but as we all know that all simple ideas are very difficult to follow. Similarly, to practice asset allocation, why it is important is because when you invest in different various asset classes, we don't know which asset class will perform. And that is where the prediction comes. And we also know that prediction most of the time actually fails miserably. And each asset actually performs at different points of time. So the data what I am going to share with you is very interesting, and this data covers investments across equity, debt, gold, and international equities. So if you look at this chart, the chart clearly shows that no single asset class performs consistently. And if you are in the asset class at the wrong time, then definitely your overall portfolio performance is going to be bad. And if you are lucky and if you are in the right asset class at the right time, then your portfolio returns will be very high. And we all know that how lucky we are. So it is rather better to practice an asset allocation so that automatically the portfolio performs. So if you look at this chart, the returns are given from various time periods over the last 10-12 years. So if you look at the calendar year 2014, equity as an asset class has performed very well and has given you a return of about 33%, whereas gold has given you 1% return in that year. If you come to calendar year 2018, the results are actually the other way, where gold has performed and it is topping the table and equity has actually underperformed. So this keeps happening time and again. So the best sensible approach is to allocate at different asset classes reasonably of some size so that whenever any asset performs, it automatically makes sure that your portfolio continuously performs. And another important factor is to look at how your portfolio keeps on performing, and we all break our head trying to identify where to invest your money, in which sector or in which stock, and when to time the market and things like that. But a famous research was conducted which said what is the most important factor which makes your portfolio grow consistently is nothing but asset allocation. In fact, if asset allocation is right, 92% of the time your portfolio can actually perform well, and the remaining timing the market and picking the right stock or the right fund is actually very negligible. Maybe 2 or 3% is the overall contribution it can make. So practicing asset allocation can actually take away most of our problems in terms of managing our portfolio. Now let's look at what are the benefits of asset allocation. The single most benefit of asset allocation is it brings in a lot of discipline in the way in which you can diversify your assets. And then second biggest important factor is just by diversifying, your risk in the portfolio actually falls to a greater extent. So one, you will be able to manage risk. Second, you can actually invest across asset classes in a very disciplined way. So now let's look at the summary on what we spoke till now. What we spoke about is asset allocation is nothing but investing across various asset classes. No asset class performs consistently. So that is where it is important to spread your investment across. By asset allocation, it brings a lot of stability in your portfolio and reduces your risk in a big way. And the most important thing is asset allocation is the single most important factor which makes your portfolio perform consistently over a long period of time. So practice asset allocation. I think this one single thing can actually make sure our portfolio can perform consistently over a long period of time. So the next topic what we are going to see is again a very interesting topic. Before introducing the topic, I am going to ask you a question to all of you. If you want to make a return of 100 rupees, say, what is the risk you will take? Will you take 50 rupees risk or 200 rupees risk? I can hear what you are saying, and that is what we are going to see in the next video. The next topic is equally important in continuation with what we saw this time. The next topic is risk adjusted return. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Canary Capital Solutions, and please don't forget to press the notification button. Thank you for watching.